Temagami. We are staying at Ket-Chun-Eny Lodge this weekend. That's Ket-Chun-Eny Lodge. We called around to a number of different lodges this weekend. As we assumed, they'd probably be booked up because it was just kind of a last-minute trip, last-minute decision to get out and close out Lake Trout before the season's over. So we called around to a few different lodges, and we were actually referred to Ket-Chun-Eny Lodge, and to our benefit, they said they had a cabin left. So they were great to accommodate us. We're headed there now. I just came from work a couple hours ago. I'm still in my work clothes. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. Unfortunately, we're gonna be launching in the dark, which is not the greatest, but I do have lights. I have nav lights. I have navionics, so we're just gonna launch the boat, take it slow, be safe, and hopefully get there sooner than later. I actually have a buddy fishing with me this weekend. He didn't want to come tonight. He just didn't feel like launching in the dark, which I totally understand. It can be annoying. It can be unsafe. So I just really did not feel like either sleeping in my car. I'd rather sleep at the cabin. I didn't want to leave from Barrie early in the morning and waste potential hours fishing. I just want to be able to wake up, look out my window, have a coffee, see my boat at the dock, and just get in and fish for lake trout. Temagami is a great known lake for lake trout, big lake trout, upwards of 40 plus inches. It's clear water, it's beautiful, you can't ask for anything better. So stick with me, stay tuned, and hopefully we can get on some big lake trout. No talking. Let's get out there. First spot, I honestly didn't really know. I don't think they're going to be this deep right now, but beautiful morning. Sun's up, starting to heat up already. It's nice once it hits your track pants and your sweater. It just starts to warm you up. It just feels so nice. I think the Lakers are going to be kind of staging up towards shoals right now, this time in the season. But I'm just going to kind of see what these marks are down here, see what they do,
see if they engage, get a feel for where exactly these fish are, what kind of depths I'm gonna have to chase today. Every fishery is different, you know, like depending on what kind of weather they've been getting, right? Water temperatures. So I mean, lake trout could be staging up early, or they could be staging up on time, or late, right? It's been a pretty warm September. There's a chance they could be staging up a little later than usual. Just trying to, just following the bait to start. Oh, I think this is a lake trout right here. There we go. There we go. They are at 90 feet. Oh. Follow the bait. Even though it's deep, I'm marking bait in deep water. As soon as that big bait ball comes in, there's a couple fish that come strolling in. Here we go. Just a little one to start off the day. Out of the water, back in the water. Come on. Come on. Now you're probably wondering why I'm using the flasher and my fish finder in ice mode as opposed to, oh, did he just hit? As opposed to having it in open water mode. I just find that when I'm jigging for lake trout especially, I like to have it in winter mode just because the flasher is, I find it's more real time. Like sure, I could go to my graph and mess with the chart speed and then I got to switch it back, whereas I can still go to the graph and use the graph if I want to in ice mode and use the flasher. I find that there's a little bit more clear indication in terms of separation between you and the fish also in the flasher mode. And like I said, if I want to use the graph, there is that option in ice mode. Although there is no side imaging, but I mean, I don't need side imaging at 90 feet of water. I mean, look at all that bait. That is not disturbance. There we go. It's like he was unsure. And he was like a couple feet below me. And then all of a sudden, thump. Just another small one, but still. I'm not even gonna pull this one out of the water. He's just a little guy. I'm just gonna send him back down. Other way, other way. There we go. The rate at which these bait balls are just coming in is insane. Oh, here we go. Oh, no! I think it's time for a new swim bait. Early in the morning and I'm already down a swim bait. This is actually just like a, I think it's about a 4-inch shad made by Storm. I love it. They have lots of different colors that you can use to replicate any sort of bait fish you're trying to simulate. But these things are great. I love paddle tails. They always do so well for me. You pick it up. Oh. Just getting the tail. Sometimes what I'll actually do is I'll just bite the head of the swim bait off a bit to make it just a little bit of a smaller profile and be able to get the shank of that hook further down so they're not just grabbing the tail, and it just improves my odds of them getting the hook. Yeah, I think he's just a little too small, but that's okay. There's so much bait it looks like disturbance. If there was a fish here in the midst of me in between it, I would have no idea where I am or if I was being engaged or not. So this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes the head of it, I'll just bite it like like a 1/4 inch, or depending on the size of the hook and the size of the swim bait I have. But I think right now he's just kind of getting it here, but sometimes I'll bite off or cut off that just a bit of that head, the front of the bait, so that way the shank of the hook sits back a bit further on it. It can help to kind of just eliminate those misses and improve your odds of getting hooked up, at least with the smaller fish. If it was a bigger fish, they're gonna inhale that whole thing. Now, when I jig bottom, I don't really jig right on bottom. When I jig bottom, bottom for me is like 10 to 15 feet off the actual bottom. Reason being is I've seen so many fish chase up while you're jigging, almost catch you off guard, and you have no time to respond and actually engage with that fish and get him to chase. Along with that, I will also explore the water column. It's important with lake trout to always explore the water column, and they'll be traveling, they will be swimming around at different depths, not always bottom. So always exploring the water column is key. And so I'll reel up, I'll jig around middle of the water column, sometimes I'll go up high, and then back down to bottom. It all depends also where that bait's coming in too. So it's like 90 feet right here, and I'm jigging at, this is kind of my comfort zone for this depth at least. I'm at about 80 feet, maybe 78, 79 feet. There we go. Oh no, he got off. He got off. Ah, I checked it too. There's a better mark. See, now he sees it. Oh, drag is still a little too loose. One more for good measure. Ooh! A little bit better than the other ones, but there we go. There we go, people! There we go! All right, buddy. Catch you later. Wow, that sun is hot on my back. I feel like I'm gonna have some overheating issues, which I'm not too excited about. So, where's Galen?
He's not actually up here. It's a bunch of his buddies that are up here. Galen's in a cool spot.
There we go. Huh?
I think I'm gonna just buy the year's subscription.
Like Navionics Mobile?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm going to be using the chest camos today because my tripod broke. It's all taped. It's just like, come on. I barely even use the thing. So GoPro, if you're watching this, help me out. Here we go. Oh yeah! There we go. I'll tell you what, for the small ones, these Temagami lake trout fight pretty hard. Oh, he got off. That's okay. As long as we don't lose the big ones. Right? Right? It's just non-stop. We just gotta find the big ones. Here we go. $112 feet. Are we doubled up right now? I don't know, but it looks like it.
That just ripped me off. I almost lost the rock.
Open the bail, open the bail, open the bail. Oh gosh, and he'll heal. Sorry, buddy. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I marked a couple spots. I want to mark bait. That's the main thing. But we're gonna go to that end. Yeah, down through those islands. It opens up down there too. All right, let's go for a rip. About time. Oh, this one might be a bit better. Or he's just fighting like a dog. I think this might be the biggest one of the day with the way he's fighting. For sure. He didn't look too big on the fish finder, but he's kind of dogging right now. Hopefully he's a 30. If we can get 30 today, I'll be happy. But then again, the Temagami Lakers are scrappy, so. Here we go. Best one of the day. Not massive, but these are the kind of ones you want to catch. on a regular basis. Beautiful fish. Let's give him a quick measurement. 27.5. Time to let him go. When they give such a hard fight like that, like he did, I like to just hold them. There we go. Beautiful. See ya, buddy. Well guys, it's a little bit of a late start today. It is not morning, as you can tell. Late evening yesterday, I was just driving along, just trying to see what I could mark. Along a couple islands, I was looking for walleye, and my motor just started bogging out. It just sounded clean, all of a sudden, it almost sounds like it's running on one cylinder. So I don't know what the issue is. I can't get above like 10 miles an hour. So this morning I just kind of felt a little defeated. I'd like to go to the other end of the lake, or at least center point of the lake, but it would take me a while, and honestly I don't think it's the smartest idea. So I do have good trolling motor batteries. Luckily, I think the Dakota Lithiums will probably be able to get me back. I'm just gonna fish around this area, and I think if anything does happen, it can get me back to the launch. Me and Mason are gonna meet at the launch at around 4 and go from there. If not, come back here, meet up, use some Wi-Fi if we need to, because it's not the greatest cell service out there. It sucks. It is what it is. These things happen. As you know, fishing is not a cheap hobby, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna try to make the best of the last few hours I have, and get out there. And I don't know, it's a little bit windier than I thought today as well. I'm just gonna go down. I'm probably gonna pass the launch and then just kind of go out towards the main bay. It's a little bit closer to the launch, so I'm probably just gonna see if I can make it over there, and then if need be, Mason will pass me along his way to head back on his way back to the launch. So anyways, like I said, I'm gonna try to make it worthwhile the last few hours that I have here, and hopefully get a couple more fish in the boat.